Hello, welcome to your quick everyday yoga flow. This is an intermediate practice, and we're going to get started straight away. Go ahead and come onto your mat into a comfortable seated position. You can either be on your shins or you can come into a cross-legged seat. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders down, and rest the arms wherever they're comfortable. Just take a moment here to connect to your breath. Perhaps set an intention for your practice today. And finding one round of cleansing breath, so exhale where you are. Take a big breath in through the nose, and then open the mouth, exhale the breath out. Slowly blink the eyes open. Plant your hands out in front of you and come into tabletop pose, stacking your joints. Spread the fingers nice and wide, press into the palms, and we'll start to warm up with a few rounds of cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze. As you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone under, and then keep repeating this flow on your own, moving with your breath, warming up the spine. We'll be here for another 30 seconds, so feel free to find any intuitive movements, maybe shift the hips from side to side or start to round forward and back. Just listening to your body and moving with your breath. Find stillness. Walk your hands forward a few inches, tuck your toes under, lift the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out through the feet, bending one knee at a time, stretching out the back of the legs. Continue to let the head and neck hang heavy in between the arms, fingertips still spread wide, and you're pressing down evenly through the palms and the knuckles of the hands. Take one more breath. Find stillness as you straighten out both legs, downward dog, taking 3 deep and intentional breaths here, rooting down through the hands and the palms. With your next breath, step to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to rise. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms as you bend the elbows, open the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Left hand will come to the left hip as you reach the right arm up and over. Stay rooted down firmly through both feet. Keeping your chest open towards the sky. And then inhale, come back through center, right hand comes to right hip, reach the left arm up and over. Again, keep the gaze lifted. Inhale, back through center, interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, straighten out the arms, big breath in as you exhale, forward fold, reaching your fist up overhead. Crown of the head reaching for the ground. You can have a slight bend in the knees here, feeling the stretch in the back of the hamstrings. One more breath. On your next exhale, release your hands down to the mat, and then inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back to a plank position, shoulders stacked over the wrists. Body is in a straight line as you engage the core. Holding here, but keep the breath steady. Holding for 3, 2, 1. With control, drop the knees down, come all the way to your belly. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale for baby cobra. Open the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the toes, push yourself back to plank and then downward facing dog. Take a breath here, re-ground yourself. Root down through the left foot. Inhale, right leg up for three-legged dog. Doesn't matter how high the right leg can lift, try to keep the hips squared and feel that stretch in the back of the left leg. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot forward, coming into a runner's lunge. Keep the back knee lifted as you shift your weight back and forth. So you're high on the back toes, keep the chest lifted. One more breath. Good. Drop your back knee down, come into a low lunge as you sweep the arms up overhead. Palms facing towards each other, gaze out ahead of you as you press the hips down but keep the core engaged. So shoulders stacked over the hips here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, twist to the right. Right arm sweeps behind you, left arm reaches forward. Bring your hands into prayer position at the center of your chest. So press the palms together. And then come into a low lunge twist. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Gaze to the right. Breathe here. Tuck the back toes under. And then lift your back knee up to come into a high lunge prayer twist. Good. Keep pressing the palms together. Squeeze the inner thighs together to help you find your balance. And then inhale, lift yourself up for a high lunge, facing the front of the mat, palms face towards each other, fingertips reaching for the sky. Plant your hands down, come into pyramid pose. Step the left foot forward and then straighten out the right leg. Make sure the hips are squared and then fold over the right leg. Relax the head and neck down, soften the shoulders. Take a couple deep breaths here. Preparing to come into Warrior 2, spin your back foot flat, parallel to the back of the mat. Cartwheel the hands out wide. Gaze out ahead of you. Relax the shoulders and soften the bend in the front knee. Take one more breath. Triangle pose. Straighten out the front leg. Right hand will come down as you reach the left arm up. Keep pressing your left hip back. Breathe into this twist. Keep the legs as they are. Lift yourself up and come into reverse triangle. Left hand will come to the back leg as you sweep the right arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn to face the long ways of your mat. And then turn to face the back of your mat. Plant your hands down. Step the left foot back to come into plank. And then downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high. Find your stability here in down dog. And then root down through the right foot. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Again, just focus on keeping the hips squared here. One more inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot forward, coming into your runner's lunge. Back knee stays lifted. Fingertips on the ground as you shift your weight back and forth here. So you should feel a nice deep stretch in the right hip flexor. And gently drop your back knee down, root down through the front foot as you inhale to reach the arms up. Knit the rib cage together as you keep your core engaged, heart lifted. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, twist to the left. Left arm comes behind you, right arm forward. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Bring your hands to heart center prayer position. Gently pressing the palms together and then coming into your low lunge prayer twist. Right elbow will hook to the outside of the left knee. Breathe. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your back knee up to come into a high lunge prayers twist. Good, hold here. With your next inhale, come up into a high lunge, facing the back of your mat as you sweep the arms up. Strong through the legs. With your next exhale, plant the hands down, come into pyramid pose, hop that back foot forward, root down through the soles of the feet, square off the hips, and then fold over the left leg. Breathe deeply into the belly as you focus on the sensations that you feel. Take one more breath. And then gently lifting yourself up to come into warrior two. Hips and chest turn to face the right side of the mat. Soften into your front knee. Extend the arms out wide. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. Weight even between both legs. Take one more breath. Triangle pose, straightening out the front leg. Left arm comes down as you reach the right arm up. Keep the legs as they are. Use your core strength to lift yourself up. Coming into reverse triangle. Right hand reaches for the back of the leg, left bicep comes towards your ear. Breathing into the left side body. Place your hands to your hips and then turn to face the long ways of your mat. Preparing to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your toes in and your heels out. The wider your stance, the easier it'll be to forward fold. Interlace your hands behind your back into a fist. Press the palms together, straighten out the arms, big breath in. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Relaxing the crown of your head towards the ground as you reach your fist up and over. Hips lift up towards the sky. Keep a slight bend in the knees here. Relax the head and neck. And with your next exhale, gently release your hands down to the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. As you exhale, fold forward and hang out here for a few more rounds of breath. Getting one last stretch in the hamstrings. If it feels good, you can shake out the head. Inhale to halfway lift. This time turn to face the front of your mat. Stepping back into plank pose and then downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. And gently drop down to your knees and come back into a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Take a gentle twist to the right. Right hand will come behind you. Left hand will come to the right knee. Gaze over the right shoulder. Come back through center as you inhale, and then as you exhale, twist to the left. Come back through center. Start to find some neck circles, so just moving the head in one direction. Closing the eyes here. Continuing to hold that connection to your breath. So steady inhales and steady exhales as you switch directions, moving the opposite way. And then bring your head back to center with the eyes closed. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. Find gratitude for your body, for allowing you to move, for your breath, for this practice, and for yourself for showing up on your mat today. We'll find one last cleansing breath here. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, big exhale out. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today, and I hope to see you in another class soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.